did a shy boy from a cracked street in Trinidad shattered records in global cricket? Jayden Seales is not just the future, he's the storm. Tap that subscribe button now to witness his full journey before the world wakes up to his greatness. Jayden Seales was never supposed to be a star. Born on September 10, 2001 in Trinidad and Tobago, he came from a place where careers often fade before they begin. His neighborhood was rough, opportunities were few, and cricket, for many, was just a pastime, not a profession. But Jayden wasn't like the rest. He had a spark inside him, something unexplainable, a kind of silent fire that burned stronger with every challenge life threw at him. His family didn't own a fancy house or have connections in cricketing circles. They had no wealth, no fame, no shortcut to success, but they had belief, and that belief became Jayden's greatest asset. Growing up in a modest home, Jayden learned the values of humility, discipline, and hard work early on. He wasn't pampered with expensive gear or elite coaching. His training ground was the street. His cricket ball, a tennis ball. His stumps, sometimes broken wood or even bricks. His pitch, the rough, dusty roads of his neighborhood. He played with older boys, got pushed around, bruised and knocked down, but he never gave up. That toughness, mental and physical, shaped him into the fearless bowler he would become. Even at a young age, people could see he was different. By the time he was just 10, his friends were already calling him the fast one. His deliveries came at speeds that made heads turn. He didn't have polished techniques back then, but what he did have was raw pace and an attitude that screamed, "I'm coming for you." His early years taught him to think fast, bowl faster, and never fear anyone, no matter how big. Jayden's breakthrough came when he joined Presentation College in San Fernando. It was a step up, a place that had proper nets, decent facilities and, more importantly, good coaches. And they immediately saw something special in the young pacer. His action was smooth, his rhythm natural, and his hunger unmatched. While others would hang out after school, Jayden would stay back, practicing for hours. He studied the greats, Michael Holding's grace, Dale Stein's aggression, Kamar Roach's precision. He tried to copy their techniques, understand their tactics, and build his own bowling identity. One of the biggest shifts in his journey came when he joined Queen's Park Cricket Club in Port of Spain. This wasn't just any club. This was the breeding ground for West Indies cricket legend. Here Jayden was surrounded by serious talent, experienced players and top-level coaching. The competition was intense, but Jayden thrived. His pace started touching levels that even senior players found hard to handle. But what stood out even more was his control. He wasn't just bowling fast, he was thinking fast. He learned how to set traps, work with his fellow bowlers and handle pressure in tough match situations. In 2020, all that hard work turned into global attention. Jayden was selected for the West Indies under-19 squad for the ICC U19 Cricket World Cup in South Africa. This was his first major international event, and he didn't disappoint. He took 10 wickets in 6 matches, bowling with speed, aggression and surprising maturity. His spells against top teams like Australia and England were electric. Batsmen struggled to read him. His bounce, movement and discipline made him a serious threat. Cricket experts began to take notice. Jayden wasn't just a good young fast bowler, he was something. One of his biggest fans was none other than Ian Bishop, the legendary West Indian fast bowler turned commentator. Bishop praised Jayden's control, composure and game sense. For a young cricketer, such recognition from a legend meant everything. But Jayden didn't let the praise distract him. Instead, he trained harder. He worked on his fitness, improved his variations, and made sure he kept evolving. He knew talent could only take him so far. It was dedication that would make him great. In early 2021, Jayden's journey took another big leap. He was picked by the Trinidad Knight Riders in the Caribbean Premier League. While he didn't play many matches, being in the dressing room with stars like Kieran Pollard, Dwayne Bravo and Sunil Narine was an education in itself. He watched how they trained, how they handled big moments, and how they stayed mentally sharp. He asked questions, took notes, and soaked in every lesson. These experiences shaped his professional mindset. And then came June 10. At just 19 years old, Jayden Seales made his Test debut for the West Indies against South Africa. Imagine the pressure representing a team with a fast bowling legacy, going up against one of the strongest batting lineups, and carrying the hopes of an entire region. But Jayden didn't flinch. He bowled with fire, picked up 3 crucial wickets, and showed the world that he belonged. His line length and control were on point. For a debutant, it was a dream start. But he wasn't done. Just 2 months later, during a dramatic Test match against Pakistan and Jamaica, Jayden made history. He took 5 wickets for 55 runs in the second innings, becoming the youngest West Indian ever to take a 5-wicket haul in Test cricket. That spell was a masterclass. He bowled short balls, full deliveries, nailed the Yorkers and outsmarted batsmen one by one. He didn't just rely on speed, he used his brain, adapted to the pitch, and delivered under pressure. It was a statement to the cricketing world. Jayden Seales had arrived. But life as a fast bowler isn't easy. In 2022, Jayden suffered a hamstring injury that kept him off the field for months. It was a tough time. For someone who lives to bowl, sitting out was mentally draining. But Jayden showed his character once again. Instead of complaining, he focused on recovery. He trained daily with physios, followed strict routines, and even took online courses in sports science to understand his body better. He used the downtime to grow, not just physically, but mentally. Even while injured, Jayden gave back. He mentored young cricketers, shared his experiences, and supported the local cricket scene. And when he returned, he was better than ever, sharper, stronger and more focused. He quickly re-established himself as a key bowler in the West Indies lineup, proving that setbacks are just setups for comebacks. Today, Jayden Seales is not just a cricketer, he's a symbol of hope, resilience, and determination. With his rising success, his lifestyle has also changed. As of 2025, his estimated net worth is around $1.5 million and growing fast. He earns from international matches, central contracts, CPL appearances and brand endorsements. Several Caribbean and sportswear brands have signed him, and major global leagues are circling around eager to feature him. He recently bought a modern 3-story house in San Fernando. It has a private gym, a swimming pool and a trophy room filled with memories of his journey. His mother now lives comfortably, something Jayden always dreamed of. He even gifted his father a luxury SUV to thank him for years of silent support and sacrifice. But Jayden hasn't let success get to his head. He leads a quiet, disciplined life. You won't find him flaunting his wealth or making headlines for the wrong reason. Instead, he enjoys peaceful holidays, fishing trips, and gaming sessions with close friends. His favorite vehicle, a sleek black Range Rover that fans sometimes spot him in around Trinidad. But beyond the cars and houses, what stands out is Jayden's mindset. He's humble, thoughtful and incredibly grounded. He knows fame is temporary but values discipline and purpose last forever. He often talks about his mother being his greatest influence. Her strength during tough times kept the family going, and her belief in Jayden gave him wings. He also places importance on education. Despite his cricketing commitments, Jayden finished school with good grades, and has expressed interest in studying sports management. He believes that understanding the business side of sports is just as important as performance on the field. He wants to be a complete professional, someone who's ready for life after cricket too. On the field, Jayden continues to shine. Whether it's tests, ODIs or T20s, he's proven his ability to adapt and perform. In red ball cricket, he's a strike bowler who breaks partnerships and delivers under pressure. In T20s, he's reliable in the death overs, mixing up his pace and hitting Yorkers at will. His economy rate is impressive, and his maturity stands out. Coaches love him, captains trust him, and fans adore him. Franchises in the 100, SA20 and ILT20 have shown interest in him, and it's only a matter of time before Jayden becomes a regular face in global T20 leagues. But what's beautiful is that he still values Test cricket. He respects the format, the tradition and the challenge it brings. In an age where many chase quick fame through T20s, Jayden is building a legacy that stands the test of time. At just 23, Jayden has a long journey ahead, but what he's already achieved is beyond remarkable. He's carried the burden of expectations, overcome injuries, and stayed humble despite fame, and that's why so many believe he could one day be mentioned alongside Ambrose, Walsh and Marshall. He has the skill, the mindset, and the hunger. But more than his stats, what truly defines Jayden Seales is what he represents. He's the heartbeat of a West Indies revival, a region that once ruled cricket, but has since struggled, is now placing its hope in young guns like him. And Jayden is ready. He wants to carry that legacy forward, to write a new chapter, to inspire a new generation. Kids from across the Caribbean now look up to him. Not just because he bowls fast, but because he proves that dreams are real, that no matter where you come from, you can rise. That belief, hard work and focus can break any barrier. Jayden Seales didn't wait for opportunity, he created it, and his journey is far from over. In interviews, he speaks with clarity and confidence. He thanks his coaches, teammates and family, but also reminds young players that discipline is the key. He avoids distractions, lives clean and puts everything into his game. Every session, every ball, every match, it all matters deeply to him. As of 2025, Jayden is leading the West Indies attack in crucial matches, mentoring younger bowlers and earning respect globally. He's not just playing cricket, he's making history. He's showing what's possible when passion meets purpose, and the best part, he's just getting started. If Jayden's journey from street games to stadium lights gave you goosebumps, show your love, hit that like button, smash subscribe, and drop your favorite Jayden moment in the comments. The next cricketing legend is already here. Don't miss the